Hello everybody, welcome back to the Ottoman Piracy Challenge. This is part 13, and I've got another great episode for you guys. And though I said the last episode that was going to be a great episode, and it was. We were able to conquer two original capitals, Addis Ababa and Copenhagen, from Denmark, and we are on the path to a domination victory. Of course, for those of you who are new to the series, I am basically undertaking an incredible challenge where I have to conquer the world using ships that are acquired only through piracy, meaning that each of these ships that you see here were originally basically conscripted. Conscripted is a very loose word, more like impressed into service by actually attacking other ships and then bringing them to our side. There's actually a unique ability on each of these ships. Take a look. It's called, well, that's a bad example. It's called the prize ship promotions. Where is it? It's over here, right? So prize ships, you see, defeated enemy naval units may join your side. This is the crux of this particular challenge. This is exactly what our naval force is built upon, and without further ado, I'm going to do a quick recap of what we did in the previous episode. Of course, we've taken Copenhagen, Harar, and Addis Ababa, but now that basically Denmark is out of the question, we're gonna form peace with them if we can. They're not going to accept peace without a white peace, so we're just going to give them a white peace. That's fine. And now that we're at peace with Denmark, we're going to focus on destroying Greece. And in order to do this, well, actually, it's going to be incredibly easy to do. But first, we need to modernize our naval forces. And we're actually in a period of anarchy because we've changed our ideology to order. Because we were at negative 12 happiness. So now we're at 24, which is really, really positive. So we're just basically going to be moving our units down south. We're going to be taking out Libella and then working our way into the east into Athens. Of course, Athens is the capital of Greece, and that is where we will be sending most of our naval forces. Of course, Greece is now at war with Polynesia, which is good because they're going to be a little bit busy in that particular front. We're going to be declaring peace with Kiev, whom they've accepted quite easily. So basically, I've sent some units in to defend our newly acquired capitals. We're going to go ahead and end our turn. Give us the child for 8 years and it will be a socialist forever. Your working class have heard the truth. Now we welcome them to our revolutionary struggle for order. Cool. Well, that's great. We are of course now communist, but it was for the greater good. The Fourth Jakarta Conference is in session. Let's take a look at what is happening here. Silk is something that I believe we have access to, or it is not. So I think we could probably just abstain at this point, as I do not want the world religion to be Hinduism. That would just be silly, unless of course if I have Hinduism in my cities. I don't. So I mean I've really given up on religion. I don't really. I could care less about religion, for instance. Let's ban silk. Why not? Might as well. We actually agree with Greece for one thing, startlingly enough. So now we're going to be keeping most of our navy ready to strike Greece at any moment. Of course, they do have some frigates that we can take control of, which would be super nice. We are healing some units that need healing, and besides that, we are sending our frigates into full-on attack mode. Ready to take Greece, of course. Ready to take Athens, I should say. So outside of Greece itself, we still have open borders, actually, with them, surprisingly. All of these caravels that you see here will be upgraded, given time. We will focus on that immediately, while also sending our units to the southeast to join our communist brethren in attacking Greece and finishing off the gyro forever. As we are the kebab, the gyro is our mortal enemy, and we will do our darnest to ensure that the working class, the proletariat, succeeds in destroying this fascist Greek menace, you know? Right, so with that being said, with that out of the way, we're going to end our turn once again. Of course, we have no production science or gold, considering we just switched ideologies. You know, we don't really give a rat's ass about you. We already reduced you to a one-state city-state. We've banned silk. Really, that was completely pointless, but it happened. And we are very close to attacking Greece. Of course, now we have a janissary entity Sababa, which is super good. We're going to keep them there, while also moving our frigates down into the Greek theater, preparing for war. An eventuality that will come very, very soon, and an eventuality that I will be prepared for. So with that being said, we're going to take a look outside of Athens. The strategic situation is very, very good for us. Athens has a very low defensive rating, and not a lot in the way of defending our naval defense units, which is also really good. Most of the fleet that Greece possesses is over here, off of the coast of Samoa. We probably could upgrade a few of our military units, considering our cities might be under siege. And we'll definitely lose a lot of our trading ships, but you know what? That's okay. These are things that, they're trade-offs, you know? We don't really need to focus on trade if we're going to be destroying and ruling the world, so that's something we can avoid. Of course, next turn we will be upgrading more of our units into ironclads. That is the objective here. And now we can go ahead and sit back and hit the next turn button and declare war on Greece. Right, so production. We need military units to defend every single city. This is more important perhaps than production itself. We will set about making a sci-phys are pretty good, but a cannon might be even better. Or maybe a rifleman. Really doesn't matter. I mean, I guess we'll go with a cannon and our cannon for now. In Istanbul proper, we were going to focus on more defensive units. In this case, we will make a. I guess we can go with a rifleman as well. Of course, sending our military units around to kind of spread the love here. We do have one archaeologist which we can send up north. I believe there's an archaeology site there. That's good. We have another cargo ship which we will be sending once again to Carthage. Diminishing returns is in effect. We're not making a lot of money from them, but that's okay. Like I said, it's better to have an ally than not have an ally, I guess. Basically, at this point, we're going to go one more turn without declaring war. It's for the best. And up here, we can go ahead and focus on perhaps a garden would be nice. Do we have any great person generation in this city? Because if we don't, there's no point. But we do, so it's worth it. You know, I'm kind of tempted to just declare war on Greece now. I hate Greece. Greece is just so annoying. Really. Really and truly. A piece of shit civilization. In game, of course. I don't mean this in real life. I'm not xenophobic. I don't hate Greek people. I'm not even European, so I don't really have much of a reason to hate Greece. But here we are. We have a lot of units outside of Greece proper, ready to strike fear into my Greek enemies. Sending now, of course, our great admirals and more towards the front. And the riflemen stay there, that's fine. And we will be attacking next turn. Like I said, this is a great episode for you guys today, as Greece will fall. Denmark still industrialization, that's fine. We don't really care about them anyways. Konya could use also a military unit. We are going to make another cannon there, that's fine. No problem there. Right, so now we're going to declare war on Greece and shoot them down. So Greece. Well, first let's see if we can get a deal with Kamehameha. Kamehameha, we will join you in your war How do I... Wait, hold on. How do I join wars? We will declare war on Alexander. What will you give us? You'll give us 1 gold per turn in an embassy. Well, that's better than nothing. We need any excuse we can to declare war on Greece, so accept it. Metric fuck ton of city-states have declared war on me, but that's okay. We don't really mind. We're basically ignoring city-states anyways. So, now that we've taken that all out of the way, it's time for us to take some ships. Or we're going to try to take some ships anyways. So, bombarding his units over here. Of course. Is there a better chance for me to take... Wow, an 80% chance with my ironclad compared to a 42% chance with my caravel. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what the better chance is, and we have netted ourselves yet another Ottoman frigate. Really, really good news. Of course, he is within bombardment range, but that's totally acceptable for what's about to happen. Now we're going to send more of our ironclads down south, including this one that we have just recruited, or rather just recuperated. Now we have to get our men across the ocean before they are taken out. And I'm expecting to see quite a large contingent of Greek naval units outside of Ankara and outside of other areas. But we can't upgrade that into a machine gun quite yet, so we will wait, which is fine. Let's take a look. Stealing tech from Indonesia, as is, of course, tradition. And I completely have lost track of time. I don't know how long this Let's Play has been running. So give me 1 moment as I set an arbitrary time in which to stop this particular recording. That's weird. I usually set a timer, but I didn't this time, so I just set one now. We're good to continue the Let's Play series. So, we're outside of Athens. We will be using this opportunity to strike fear into our Greek enemies. Of course, very slowly sending out our great admirals to join the fray. So, let's go ahead and take care of business. We came all the way over here to attack Athens, and that is just what we will do. Where is our ranged guy? Right here. He's right here. We're going to set him up over here because it turns out that Greece has some military units to defend their capital with, which is unusual. We don't usually run into this problem. So before we do anything, we're going to exterminate them. Because that's what you usually do when you run into a problem like this. You exterminate them. Of course, ow, shit, I just realized I'm actually within the bombardment range of Athens here. That's really, really bad. Really, really bad. So, might as well go balls deep, considering we already have a unit exposed. To that end, we will be bombarding this unit even more heavily than we would have normally. And we can't send a unit there. It will be under range of Corinth. So, we'll do the next best thing. Attack Athens directly. We have a very wide range of attack on Athens itself, which is super nice. Super good to have. We might actually even lose a naval unit or two here in the ensuing conflict. Just a massive units we have over here. Right, so that being said, no sight on the Greek navy. It's probably outside once again of Polynesia. They're probably fighting them right now. Don't see any ships off the coast of any of my cities, so that's a good sign. Of course, in a pinch, I could always buy a unit if I need one. Listen to the turn, and I certainly hope that I don't lose one of my units here. It came close. Oh, we actually did lose a frigate. That's bad news. But it was the frigate that we stole, so honestly, that's fine. Not a huge deal. Right, so we're going to go with boarding party up here and upgrade yet another ironclad, as is of course tradition. While also sending more of our great admirals down south to the southeast. Right, so what can we do now? Let's see. Well, we can attack this unit fairly safely. But I don't want to attack it too much where we would, you know what, we're gonna ignore that for now. And instead focus on taking out Athens as quickly as possible. So this unit has taken quite a beating. We're going to heal it instantly and work on destroying this crossbowman, which is now out of the way. Greece is actually one of the civs that has developed more of a defensive strategy. They have, of course, Greek cannon and a Greek frigate to defend. We may or may not lose a few naval units, actually, in our ambitions of taking their civilization. We will, of course, see next episode whether or not this turns out to be true. Outside of Wittenberg over here, nothing really to report. And like I said earlier on in this episode, I don't see any members of the Greek Navy. Perhaps down here outside of Bursa we'll see something, just to prove it's here. Nothing too special as of yet. We'll keep them on standby in case if we need them. But for now, we can go ahead and more or less safely bombard Athens from the comfort of our deployment zone out here. It might be more sense if we actually take out Corinth first, but we are throwing caution to the winds. Screw caution. And we're trying to take out Athens as fast as we can. I can afford to lose one ironclad, but can I afford to lose that ironclad? This ironclad seems to be a bit weaker, so we're going to basically sacrifice a unit. It's fine. And who knows, we might not actually sacrifice that unit. He might survive. That'd be nice if he did. Of course, it'd be better if we were able to defend these units that we've left undefended. And we are ready to end our turn. Right, so we end our turn. Let's see if they destroy one of our units. They destroyed one of our frigates. And that's just plain bad. That's not a good thing. So we need to take Athens, and we need to take it fast, because they are destroying our frigates, which were our future battleships. So we need to be quick, and we need to be fast, and above all else, we need to be ruthless. We have a Greek frigate off the coast of Corinth, which we will take out right now, with any luck. Well, with no luck, we have great admirals at our back, so that's nice. And we've got some Ottoman ironclads here, ready to reinforce. We were able to take the Ottoman frigate, which is good. Of course, it'll probably be bombarded to death next turn, but that's okay. It was worth the effort here into taking in the first place. We are going to be moving our Great Admiral into range over here. And a very deadly combination of frigates and cannons are in the city of Athens. It might be wise for me to pull back, but I'm not going to. Instead, we have an ability to increase our range. We will take it. It's really, really good to be able to outrange your enemy. So time to pelt the enemy as well as we can here. Of course, now I have multiple frigates that can outrange Greece and Greek defenses, which is really nice. We've got our archaeologist up here now, which is also really good. We're going to need multiple archaeologists, though, it seems. And what can we do here? There's another frigate outside of Sparta, but we can't attack it safely yet, so we're going to stay over here in friendly territory, while also moving our Great Admiral closer into the theater. We're going to go with Coastal Raider as the promotion, and I'm trying to get this unit to die. We already have enough melee units. We can afford to lose another one. That's okay in the grand scheme of things. So I'm trying to tempt the Greeks into attacking this Ottoman ironclad as opposed to attacking my frigates, which are more useful and harder to take, I guess. So what else can we make over here? We should probably work on making perhaps more military units would be helpful. Also more gardens, I guess. Let's just go with gardens for now. That's fine. And let's zoom back onto the front and see what happens next turn. Hopefully we don't lose any units. If we do, it'll probably be the one that we just took control over. Let's see what happens. Greece destroyed 2 of our units. They destroyed one of the ones that I just captured, which is fine. I mean, I pretty much expected that was going to happen anyways. But they also took the one that I sacrificed, which is also totally fine. Like I said, I expected as much. I expected that that would happen. Now I'm just attacking Athens from the safety of my 2-tile range. I'm probably going to call back my frigates so that they are not immediately in danger. Unless, of course, if I can take it this turn, but I don't think I can. Excuse me. So, let's see what we can do. Perhaps if I move some great admirals over here, we can maybe, just maybe, take out Athens this turn. It'll be close, but I don't think we can. I'm going to instead opt for the safer approach of waiting until next turn to take them out. We are outside of their range, which is really, really good. Right, so moving onwards, we are going to be sending more of our units down south, including our great admirals, while simultaneously healing our wounded melee units, which is an important part of the process, I should say. Our worker has nothing to do, so we're going to skip there. This worker has something to do. We'll send him over there. These guys are going to heal, and these guys are going to end their turn. Choose production. Let's choose... Gonna go with... Let's go with castles, you know. There's no maintenance. It just gives you more health for your cities. It's always a good thing. And I'm surprised that none of our trade routes have actually been pilfered this particular turn. That's a really good thing. Now we're going to end our turn and wait and see if Greece makes any move on any of our units. Of course, they do have a Greek frigate, but we will be able to blow it out of the water next turn if it makes a move on us. I certainly hope it does. Right, so let's go and end our turn. Let's see what Greece does. Wow, they're willing to really give us a good deal here. If we just give them ivory. You know, we can do that. It's fine. Excuse me. So, we've discovered a lot of aluminum. We actually already have quite a bit of aluminum. Ironically. We are now going to focus on... Let's take a look at the tech tree. I kind of wanted to rush electronics. This is really, really good. But I'm pragmatic enough to know that we need biology. So we're going to go focus on biology first. And again, we will be taking out Athens with our ranged frigates. Like I said, we do not want to waste any more units than we have to here. We have another frigate down here in the south, which we will promptly dispatch with our frigates. And more than likely, we'll actually be able to take control of this unit, which we did. So that's good. Makes up for the other frigate that we lost. Right, so far so good. We're in a very, very, very good position now. We have recouped some of our loss here. Healing up some of our units, sending back some of our units as well. Got nothing but ironclads, and ironclads are super, super good. We could safely attack this privateer, and I think I'm going to. Because why not? Give us more promotions, so that's good. Around here, I don't see any Greek ships, which is actually a little bit surprising to me. But you know what? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If something good is happening, something good is happening. Right, so, with that being said, let's go ahead and end our turn. Next turn we will be able, of course, to be able to take Athens for ourselves, and that's a good thing. Ending the turn. We'll see what Greece does. A whole lot of nothing is what they've done. Our friendly trade route was plundered, but that's totally acceptable. Istanbul, where we are going to make a hydro station, will be very useful. It'll give us more happiness and production as compared to a stock exchange. Well, we're going to do both eventually. Might as well work on production first. It's more useful. Sending our ironclads to the south, as is of course the tradition. Just outside the grasp of Greece itself, Greece proper. I think this turn we might actually be able to mount an attack on Athens. So let's go ahead and do some number crunching here. We can attack them from here, here, here. Actually, we can attack them from a lot of different places, including these frigates over here. So let's go ahead and attack Athens. Oop, not that unit, it was this unit. Attacking Athens once again. Now they're in the red. And I think we'll be able to take control of them this turn. Let's go ahead and go all out on the attack. Yes, we will be able to capture them this turn. It's really, really good news for us. Healing this ironclad over here. This cargo ship will go directly towards Carthage once again. Boutique this time. We could even use our newly acquired frigate to also attack Athens, which is nice. Really, Athens is just getting its ass kicked here. Do we have any golds? Boarding party. Coastal Raider 1. Do we have Coastal Raider 2 anywhere? That'd be really nice if we had a Coastal Raider 2. We do not, unfortunately. But I think Coastal Raider 1 will be good enough. Yes, it will. We can capture the city. And we've done so. We've taken 196. Greece has lost its capital. We will create a puppet state in Athens proper. And Greece is destroyed. I mean, this is great. We've taken back a frigate that we've lost. Really, the only thing we've lost in this entire conflict was one ironclad, which we will definitely be able to acquire more of those in the future. Now the question is, do we continue the war with Greece? Perhaps we should. We're friendly with Buenos Aires. Why exactly is that, I wonder? Or rather, why are we not friends with Malacca yet? Okay, so, is Greece still upset at us? Yes, they are incredibly upset with us. So we will continue the war with them. That's fine. We have a new rifleman that was gifted to us. We will send this to... excuse me. We'll keep it here in Samson. That's fine. I guess now we can just destroy Greece until they decide to go to peace with us. Of course, burning down cities would be the best option here. We'll be working on Corinth right now. Of course, healing up all these units will be equally important, as will ending our turn. Also very important. Funnily enough, Greece wants to take back their capital. And I I don't blame them. I mean, that's what any rational acting country would want to do. Because Copenhagen is safe now, we're going to be moving our Gatling gun over to Athens. And potentially, no, not potentially, actually, we will be moving our riflemen also over there. My alarm also, of course, blaring in the approximation of when this episode should end. So I will be sending this rifleman over. Oh, actually I can't, because these city-states are at war with me. It would be suicide for me to do so. So I'm not going to. Instead, let's focus on destroying all of these Greek units that are converging on my city of Athens. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and start bombarding them. These unjust units. I don't really want to lose a... I think I'll be okay. I was going to say, I don't really want to lose a frigate to the enemy, but I don't think I will, so it's okay. We are wrecking shop over here, destroying these enemy Greek units. Of course, healing all these units as well. And let's we're gonna send you over here so that these riflemen take you out, kind of distract them. False flag. This unit has range, which is really good. We will use him over here to start bombarding Corinth. And what's my other ranged unit doing? Where is he at? Is this him over here? It is. We're going to be using him to also bombard Corinth. This is almost too easy, honestly. We will also be pillaging their fishing boats. And also kind of protecting our territorial waters from invading menace. Healing the recently acquired frigates in the process of doing so. And we got a lot of ironclads now, which means that we enter a position to back up our other ironclad. And perhaps even this ironclad as well, which we'll send this way. We have a lot of ironclads that we don't really know what to do with, so we're going to be moving them over here. This is good. Very, very good. Of course, moving our Great Admiral over here. That's good. And Ankara could probably use a stock exchange. That would probably be the most useful thing for them at this moment in time. We're having a lot of money now. We're swimming in money, which is great. We're going to end our turn. So Greece didn't take our bait. They decided to ignore our Ottoman worker, which is okay. Not a big deal. Enemy has been spotted near Athens. Well, that's not too much of a surprise. Let's see. Polynesia is still guarded with us, but Dido is not. Can we trade some stuff with you, Mrs. Dido? We got a lot of extra spices and nutmeg. Oh, you're so nice, Dido. Can we instead go for 10? Oh, you're so nice. I love having Dido as a ally. She is so incredibly useful to have. Right. Moving on. We are going to be bombarding the crap out of this poor Greek rifleman who made the mistake of joining the Greek cause. A very large mistake that he will not repeat. Now we have 3 fully healed ironclads that we can send out over here, kind of scout around a little bit. Ooh, that would be just tragic if we were to take their Great Admiral. I totally want to do that. Let's just go for it. We just tried an enemy Great Admiral. That's going to really piss off the Greeks. And let it. I hope they do, actually. That'd be really nice if they were pissed off. So, we're still defending the city over here. That's good. We were able now to move this rifleman to Athens, so we will do so. Outside of Corinth over here, as you guys can see, we're going to probably just kind of scout around while we can. Choosing production in Edern. At this point, I know I'm over 30 minutes, but you know what? I'm having so much fun. I do not want to put this in another episode just because I'm having so much fun. It's going to end our turn here. In a pretty good position, actually. This guy, we're going to be moving south. And a very good opportunity to take out some Greek cargo ships. In archaeology, let's see. Let's go with Ottoman artifacts. Tourism. Tourism is good. Right, so getting back to the matter at hand. You know what? You're going to pay for this in time. That's fine. Bucharest has declared war on me. Where are you? Where is Bucharest? I don't even know. But that's okay. We don't really care. What would be pretty cool, though, is how cool would it be if Buenos Aires was our ally? That'd be freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. They're our ally now. And they're always going to be our allies, so that's great. We're going to give you bombardment. That'd be really super. And Athens is actually pretty low in health. We need to take out these lancers as they seek to take out Athens for themselves. We're in a position to do some damage to the Greek economy. Shots fired. You know, I wouldn't even have to even attack any of these Greek trade ships to damage the Greek economy. It's already irreversibly damaged. Anyways, moving on to bigger and better things, we will be moving our frigate outside of Athens just in case if we lose it, and instead focusing all of our firing power on Corinth, which we should destroy this turn, actually. More than likely destroy this turn, I should say. So, we're going to fire salvo after salvo at Corinth, leaving Athens to its fate. And taking yet another trade route to plunder. Athens is, of course, really, or rather, Greece is really upset with me, I'm sure, at this point. Quite understandably. As we absolutely destroy Corinth. And we got a new great person, which is super nice. We're going to keep him over here for now, at the time being, until peace reigns in our land. Let's go and get rid of all this notification spam. We really don't want that. So, we could use this unit to bombard Corinth, but it's not even necessary, as we can take it this turn. And we're going to. We're going to actually raise the city. I'm basically evil at this point, but that's totally understandable. Let's see if we can make peace with Greece. No, no peace for you. No peace it is. So, we've got some melee units coming in to defend our newly acquired territory. We're going to end our turn. Another research agreement will be swimmingly? What's the word that I want to even use here? Defensive pact with Dido has ended, that's fine. Just gonna go ahead and close out all of these notifications. Quebec has declared war on me, whatever, who cares? Defensive pact with Dido has ended, that's sad. Why would you do that to me, Dido? Let's do another defensive pact, because you're just so cool. Awesome. Nobody will ever want to declare war on me now. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be the end of episode 13. Stay tuned for 14. It'll be out very soon. See you guys soon.